warriors and healers. Nice to see you. Why am I lying down? Because I'm so excited that finally I can show you guys the complete breath, a 3-part breathing process from putting all of what we've been working on together into a full breath. Why finally? Well, one, it takes a lot of different steps to retrain our body how to breathe correctly. But also, it's taken me about 5 months of trying this. And finally, my lungs don't have the pain anymore. And I can make a complete breath, more than just 2 breaths at a time. So, yay! So I'm not saying that's going to take you this long, but I just want to say keep persevering and you will get there. So from practicing your belly breathing and diaphragmatic breathing, 360 breathing, you may have noticed that you're already taking full breaths. And a full breath is breathing into the belly, then up into the middle of the body, and then into the chest. Okay? And the upper lungs are smaller than the middle and lower lungs, so you're not going to be getting as much air in anyhow. And we're definitely going to be starting this off in supine because it is difficult, and people tend to rely on their neck muscles to try to pull that breath up into the upper lungs, and we don't want to be doing that. We don't need to be stiffening our necks and making them sore. Okay, it's easy to do that and compensate that way. So I'm going to get on my back. And let's start with what we were doing before. You can recline if you'd like, if that's more comfortable. Have a pillow under your knees if that's more comfortable. And often as you're focusing on this breathing, it will automatically turn into a full breath. If you do have lung pain, don't force it. Try to be really slow and gentle. Only do a couple of breaths and don't keep doing it if it is so painful and tight. Just take 2 breaths, practice 2 times, later on practice 2 times, and later on practice 2 times. Kind of what I was doing until eventually now I'll be doing this in the morning. I can do maybe 6 of these breaths or 8 of these breaths. It is tiring. It takes effort. Okay? And we also, if you feel dizzy, stop, or lightheaded, you may be over-breathing. So just stop and back off and then try again. Just try less breaths next time, fewer breaths. So you can put your hand on your belly, or I'm going to put the block on my belly, and we're just going to review. So breathing into our belly, we're going to try to breathe in for 4. We're going to exhale. Try to double the exhalation if possible to 8 or 6 if that's easier for you. Breathing in through the nose, exhaling gently out of the mouth. Okay? Here we go. Breathe in for 4. Pause. And then exhale slowly for 8. One more time. Exhale for 8. Great. Now we're going to focus up on our rib cage, that 360 diaphragmatic breathing that we were talking about. It's not just the belly we're going to be focusing on. It's imagine like we're a barrel, and on the inhalation, everything just expands. Even the back will expand a little in the belly, and then everything relaxes. All right, we're going to do 2 of these. Same count. Inhale. Exhale. And you notice my belly's rising too. You can see with the block as my hands are moving. Inhale. Exhale. And the more you practice this, the more you can actually feel the breath is automatically starting to go into the upper lungs. So let's put it all together. We're going to inhale in here, then here, then here, and then we're going to exhale, letting it go. Okay? Think of possibly inhaling 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then exhaling for 8. Ready? Inhale in the belly. Rib cage expands. Chest. Pause. And just gently, just let it go. Okay. Okay, so I'm gonna keep my shoulders down now, my arms down. You can, if it's helpful, you can hold on to your rib cage, but I don't want the shoulders going up to the ears, because that's what some people can do, just trying to get that air in. Don't force this, okay? When I tried to force it, it was too difficult. My lungs were really tight. My diaphragm was tight. It was too painful for my lungs. I could only handle 2 breaths like this, all right? So do what's best for you. When you start forcing it is when you really start losing the technique. All right, let's try it again. Inhaling, belly, rib cage, ending in the top of the lungs. Exhaling. All right, let's try to do a few more of these. Just practice. Start inhaling. That count really helps me when I think of 2 belly, 2 rib cage, and 1 the chest. So we're really getting most of the breath, remember, then over here. Our lower lungs are bigger, and that's where a lot of the oxygen exchange takes place. All right, let's do one more time. You can pause here, just do one extra for luck. Feels good. Should feel calming, okay? That's basically about my limit right now, so I'm not going to push myself. Let's try in sitting. Without sitting. See my little guinea pig cage behind us. They'll be breathing with us. Okay, so we're in sitting. You want your back supported, or you can recline a little. I feel like reclining always makes it a little easier because your muscles are a little more relaxed than when you're sitting. Again, breathing in the belly, rib cage, and a little in the chest. This is what I found for me to be a nice trick. You roll your shoulders back and down. You're keeping your shoulder blades tucked into that back, into the ribs. Because when you finish that last inhalation, it's easy to go like this, trying to get it up. But then you lose your technique. You get really tight in your neck muscles and right here. And sometimes that can even cause a headache when you get so tight. Okay, so really just planting those shoulder blades into the back, sliding them down and planting them in. Okay, so again, the kind of 2, 2, 1. But first, let's try separating it a little, because sitting's harder. Okay, so we're going to do 2 breaths first, just focusing on the belly breathing. Okay, inhaling, exhaling. Inhaling, exhaling. Okay, great. Now, let's do the rib cage. Inhaling for count of 4, exhaling for count of 8 if you can. Try not to force it. Whatever number, whatever count works for you. It could be 2 and 4, all right? Inhaling. Exhaling. All right, one more time. We're going to inhale and exhale. All right, you guys, you ready to put it all together? So we're going to inhale for 2, 2 more, and just 1. Tuck in that shoulder blades in. Ready? Inhale. Exhale. It's a lot harder, isn't it? Let's try again. So did you see the trick I did? I tucked my hands under my knees to help remind me to keep my shoulders down. And so instead of like trying to get that extra breath. Another thing you can do is kind of keep your hands behind. It actually opens up the chest. You can try that, okay, if that's comfortable for you. I'll just tuck my hands, okay? Let's try 2 more, okay? Inhaling. Exhaling. Making sure your chin is tucked in too. Last one. Feels hard, but good. So try a couple on your own now. Maybe 2 more on your own at your own pace, your own count, so you can really see what count works best for you without having extra tension in your neck. You can even imagine just color just filling up from your belly to your diaphragm all the way up to your lungs. I like to imagine just like a gentle wave actually coming into the shore and then just gently leaving the shore. So I breathe in, the wave gently comes into the shore, reaches the shore at the end of my breath. As I exhale, it gently leaves. Our breath is like the rhythm of the waves, the rhythm of the ocean. Our breath is a rhythm. So as you continue breathing, just thinking of it as a rhythm. It's not just creating oxygen exchange, and it's also creating a rhythm for your body, for your nervous system, telling your nervous system it's okay, you can remain calm, you got this. All right, I hope that helped. The full breath, the 3-part breath, I gotta say, it is, for me, it feels very difficult. But I've been practicing and it's so helpful to be able to get that full breath in the oxygen, because what it's also doing, it's retraining the lungs. It's helping those lungs get the elasticity back, the mobility back, the rib cage. And what happens is we get so tight here, it helps also open all of this, open our entire trunk, all around us, open it up so we can get better, easier, less painful breathing going for ourselves. So keep practicing. Don't do it all at once. Try to pace yourself throughout the day, especially if you have lung pain. All right? All right. Wishing you joy and health. And every day is a new day of new beginnings, new progress. Take care.